Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general collective weekend check-in. Boy, oh boy, do I have a message for the collective this weekend. Oh, the messages have been coming in very fast. It's like this accelerated, downloaded information for me. And this morning when I turned on the laptop, I got a really funny message from Spirit. Spirit always brings me messages in the most unique fashion, and so I kind of source all of these downloads from all kinds of different aspects of my personal life. And so I turned on the laptop this morning, guys, and the screensaver before logging in was a picture of Devil's Bridge Trail in Sedona, Arizona, and it looked like crossing a bridge, mending a bridge, okay? And so I was sitting there and I was like, Spirit's got a funny way of bringing forward a message for me. It was 6:41 a.m. on the laptop, but it was yesterday's date. So my computer's been acting up. It's been like lagging with the time. It's been like a day behind, sometimes 2 days behind, and then sometimes I'll sit at the laptop and it'll be the right time of day. So I don't know what's going on. It's like we're jumping timelines or we're getting stuck and looping or something of the sort. But the Devil's Bridge Trail, I thought was just absolutely funny for me, because I think it was like a couple summers ago, maybe 2 or 3 summers ago, my mother has a close friend who goes to Arizona every winter, and they kind of live like nomads and they camp and stuff, and they live it up in the trailer in the winter months and beat the cold from Alberta. But anyway, she brought me back this stone, wolfenite, from Sedona, Arizona, along with like the biggest sage stick, the biggest sage stick ever. I've never actually used it. And so this is Sedona, Arizona sage. So I was like, okay, this is funny. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, what is the message? We had that wolf full moon. And so that was like the howling moon, where we've been calling out to our person, calling out to our tribe. And so I sat with the wolfenite stone. And so wolfenite is a very powerful stone connected to divine creation. And so this is all about harmonizing the sacral chakra with the solar plexus chakra. That's what the wolfenite stone brings forward in our lives. And so I work very closely with a lot of the crystals. I'm a huge crystal fanatic. And so wolfenite basically is this catalyst for divine inspiration. If we look at the sacral chakra, it carries our emotions. It's where we hold our intimacy. If we look at the solar plexus, it holds our willpower to take action. It's our center for creativity, our drive. And so I feel collectively we're bringing these two energies into a state of balance, or into a state of greater balance, was the message I feel that came through with this. I feel possibility for unions as well. And I do feel this is igniting an inner drive, or a catalyst for inspiration is coming through this weekend. We also need to remember we have Venus going into Aquarius, and Venus will also be conjunct Pluto. And so we're transforming love. We're transforming relationships. And what I noticed when I did my transit chart this morning is I have this massive collective Aquarian stellium sitting in my 12th house. I got the Sun, Mercury, Mars, Venus is going to be sitting in my 12th house. I got this massive Aquarian stellium sitting in my 12th house at 0 degrees, and my 12th house is at a very early 1 degree orb 12 actually, which is magician energy and hanged man energy. And so I've got this very powerful psychic energy sitting in my 12th house. And so Spirit is being very loud with the message today. We are bringing our daydreams into fruition. So I was asked to pull the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck for a message today to start off with. I haven't used this deck in a while. Look at that. Eyes of the Eagle. So third eye. Somebody here has definitely transformed their life. And the story of the eagle, and I'm sure I'm going to tell it wrong, I'm sure of it, but I think the story goes like after 40 years that the eagle has 2 choices, right? It can choose to die because its beak has grown too curved and long to survive, and its claws are too long. And so an eagle has two choices around the age of 40. They can choose to go up into the mountains and go through a very intense and painful transformation, right? The eagle can go and rip its beak off and bang his head against basically a rocked mountain until the beak comes off, which is a very painful transition. They wait for the beak to grow back so they can tear out all of their claws and tear out all of their feathers and be reborn. And so we are in a massive collective rebirth, right? But we've got the eye of the eagle, the eye of the tiger even. And so many of us have lost track on the journey, right? And we fall back into the comfort zone of our patterns. And with all of the cosmic energies playing out, we have a massive choice to make coming up with the North Node conjunct Chiron transit that will be building. We've got an opportunity to get back into integrity again. And there is a possibility for a reconciliation. And I do feel we do have to purge the deep heartbreak. We have to purge all of the ancestral wounding. And it is a very painful process to heal and to feel. And so the collective, I feel, is closing out. It's like the second Saturn return energy, 59. We go through 2 Saturn returns during two Saturn, 3 if you live old enough, if you're lucky enough to live old enough. But about every 29 years, we go through a Saturn return, roughly. And so we go through a Saturn return around the age of 29. And then we go through another Saturn return around the ages of 58, 59. And it takes a couple of years to go through a Saturn return. Then you got the pre-Saturn return a couple of years prior and the post-Saturn return a couple of years later. And so a Saturn return is about like a 6 to 7 year cycle. And so we're entering a time of replenishment. But it's the tower energy, right? We have to empty the well. We have to heal and feel all of the past pains to empty that well, to replenish it with a new program, a new destined program. And so we've been wandering between realities and worlds for the last several years, right? And so we're straddling between 2 different realities right now, closing out a major cycle. And so we're learning to become our most authentic self. And so we wear many masks throughout the day. I wear many different masks throughout the day. I've talked about this before, but I'm always presented in my most authentic mask in each role that I play, right? I'm a teacher and a healer on YouTube. And in my career path, I'm a mother at home. And so I play many different roles. I'm a daughter. How's that song go? I'm a lover. I'm not going to say it, but it's that song, you know, I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a sister, whatever, something like that. I forget who sings it. But we've got to get to a point where we resonate at our most authentic frequency, right? And this is the energy of the crowning, right? And understanding the right use of power. So I'm going to put all of these back. That was just a prelude to what's coming, but we all got to get back on track. And so get ready to rise above the fray. I feel a lot of ascension energies, and look at, and there's taking a bold step forward, the farther gate. And so it's about crossing the threshold, right? So we're in a period of illumination. It's master number 55. So we are mastering major cycles at this point in time. A lot of us are teachers of the teachers, and so we're being called to really step it up right now. So let's see what needs to come through for the collective. The Watchers. It's a 60 card. So there's that 6 energy, the Lovers, balance, harmony. And so we are always divinely watched as we go through this journey. And I do think we all have to get to a point where it becomes transpersonal, where we don't take anything personally, right? And this is the Aquarian energy. Of course it is, right? The gathering around, the power of community. So 26, we are cleaning house right now. There's a lot of clarity coming forward collectively. I feel that's Magician energy. So we all have the ability to strip away the old and to bring forward a new clear cycle moving forward. And so we're in this process of ego sublimination at the moment. So 58, Saturn return energy. And we are tapping into the lost ancestral wisdom in the subconscious mind. And so we're going through massive global awakenings. This is the year where many of us come into receiving our divine gifts, which would be the benefactor energy. And we are stepping into unmarked trails, right? We are the way showers. We are the way leaders. And we are repairing the veil. is what many of us came here to do this lifetime. So let's jump in with some healing waters messages before we jump in with the tarot. The wellspring. What are you thirsty for? Because we are in the process of a collective metamorphosis, and things are going to drastically change. By the end of this year, things will be massively different than they are in the collective. And so we get the king tide. Beautiful. I feel we are in a massive shift of divine masculine rising. And I still got that Rush album sitting over on the bench in the hallway behind me. And it is Farewell to the Kings is what it's called by Rush. And it's like a vinyl album. And so there is like a ripple effect, a domino effect going on. And I channeled that domino effect energy a couple of years. And so something from a few years back is finally reaching completion now. So you need to trust that the divine details have already been taken care of. And we need to be in a state of replenishment and self-care as we fully release the past this weekend. I feel there's a major rebirth, a major release. So how can you immerse yourself into the transpersonal journey of going into this clearing, right? We're learning new skills. It's time to step up your training, tapping into new hobbies, new passions, and this is all divinely orchestrated. So we get the pearl. We're in a state of divine alchemy. There's always a reward at the end of the tunnel, right? There's always a reward. We got to go through the gritty stages of becoming that diamond, right? And it's painful to go from grit to grace. It's like baptizing a cat pretty much, right? So follow the stream, follow your dedication to your mission, to your journey, and trust that everything is starting to open up. Just ride the waves. We're learning some major life lessons right now, some painful life lessons, and we're going through a massive growth spurt. So we need to trust that we'll get through this. So how can you just immerse yourself into this unbridled heart awakening? I feel massive collective heart awakening is taking place right now. So let's get, some spiritual journey oracle deck. Detach, that's the energy of transpersonal. Subtract your ego from the entire process, right? Let go of anything that you've had a tight grip on, a tight hold on, because the higher power is kind of at work, and we are all here to deepen this relationship to self. We came here to learn about ourselves, to learn new hobbies, to maybe embrace some old hobbies and integrate it into the opposite polarity this lifetime. That would be the North Node energy. So get ready for some major life changes ahead. We are approaching eclipse season. And so as eclipse season approaches, we've got some super moons building. And if you haven't joined the membership side, that's what we talked about on the Thursday live last week, was how to handle the eclipses and the super moon energies coming up. So if you'd like to be a channel member, you can have access to that video over on the membership side. Check it out. I'll add a link, video card link above, and there is a link below in the description box. If you'd like to book a reading with me, if you're going through an awakening or expansion and you're not really sure how to harness these energies, I'd love to get you booked in for a personal reading. And if you're interested in learning the tarot, I would love to teach you that. I'm running another online tarot class. So check out the video links, the video card links, and don't forget to check out the description box below if that's something that's interesting for you. But we're in a collective process of evolving as souls, right? So as we come into this state of soul alignment, a lot of the feminines go through the integration process first, and we step into our purpose first, and then it creates the changes externally. So we are healing the divine feminine collective is really what this entire paradigm shift is about, healing the distortion between the masculine and the feminine paradigms. And we're getting back to a state of equality is what I'm feeling, equanimity. So divine timing, I feel, is bringing forward some very intense karmic situations to serve as like a catalyst for our growth. So we can journey to our higher self, and it is an uncomfortable process as we shed the old. We go through very intense mental stimulus to clear the old programming, and so you might go through months of not being able to sleep with this mental stimulus. It can create a lot of emotional purging. I know I feel like I've cried 1,000 rivers throughout the last 5 to 6 years of the journey. But all of this is to purge the lower frequency reactions within our cellular structure, right? And so we are at the point where the teachers are now being called into imparting this wisdom. We have to trust the push to step into leadership, and that was the big message yesterday. So receiving visions, I feel third eye activations, and this is all in divine timing because Spirit knows the collective is ready to ascend to 5D Earth. And so we're reaching a conclusion, we're reaching mastery. So meditation is going to be a huge practice that is going to serve us well this weekend. I do feel communication, opening up the lines of communication with your guides. That's really recommended. Meditation helps keep me grounded and centered every single day. There is a very spiritual connection coming forward, a significant soul connection. And so this person is very important. So how can you protect this connection? Because it is connected to your life purpose. But I feel somebody here within a connection is stuck in the matrix in a false foundation. So let's go a little bit deeper with the tarot. And let's see what else needs to come through. The Empress and the High Priestess. We got a Divine Feminine coming through very loud. We've got somebody here that is receiving powerful psychic insights. Reflection and meditation is going to serve you well. And somebody knows it's time to act and to take actions towards this High Priestess and this Empress. I feel overwhelming fear. I also feel a Divine Feminine coming into some very luxurious, abundant rewards. Maybe a windfall of some sort. That's quite possible. Oh, and then we get the Empress with the Queen of Swords reversed. I think people might be talking about this Divine Feminine. There could be a lot of jealousy surrounding this Divine Feminine. That's interesting. Slander, gossip. Somebody here could be jealous is what I'm feeling. But there's victory here with the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. So let's see what we got going on here. We get the Eight of Wands in reversed. The Two of Wands in reverse. So we kind of got a Ten of Wands at play here. There's a burden. We get the Four of Swords in reversed. Oh my goodness. The Eight of Pentacles in reversed. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is pretty heavy coming through today. And the Two of Cups in reverse. There's an ending. There's definitely an ending. There could be somebody's ex here trying to block somebody from going towards the Divine Feminine. There's definitely two people not dedicated to one another. There's a lack of investment. There's a lack of putting in the effort. I think there might be a big fight, a big argument. This is going to feel like the wind's going to get knocked out of you because there's a lack of healing here. What else do we got here? Well, we got a Page of Wands. We got a Six of Pentacles in reversed, and the last card out is Judgment. So we got an awakening here. We got a new beginning, but it doesn't come without making a very painful judgment call. Somebody here has been really stuck in a situation, needing to walk away. The Eight of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and there is the death of a situation, and we get a core wound coming out here with the Nine of Wands. And so somebody's got to break free from an entrapped situation. Archangel Michael is the archangel to work with the twins, and I feel he's trying to break somebody free, maybe from a Queen of Swords in reverse, so they can go towards an Empress that maybe they've been watching. Yeah, somebody's been in a third-party situation, not communicating, spying on somebody here, and there is a storm brewing below the surface. There's going to be a challenging conversation. There could be a great big argument. There's been a lot of blocked communication here, and there's been a lack of making a decision, an important decision connected to a relationship. And so somebody here has been in a situation where they've really not been investing in it. They've been unfaithful, disloyal, and there's two people parting ways. Two people definitely parting ways. And I feel there's somebody here that doesn't want to let this go, but there's a lack of balance, there's a lack of equanimity, there's a lack of equality, and there is an ending before a new beginning here, and there is a major judgment call. Some secrets are coming out. Somebody's at the crossroads needing to pick two paths, and they can choose the lighted path. It's almost like Archangel Michael is blocking somebody from going down the wrong path, because I feel an Empress has manifested the life that she wants. and she's receiving a successful new beginning. But there's also somebody here that's not seeing things clearly. They can break free from a situation. Everybody could choose to break free from a situation. And I think somebody's going towards something better after a lot of confusion, a lot of illusion, because somebody's on a spiritual quest to stay determined and to move forward, to maybe rebirth a situation. Somebody is releasing something here, going towards a more enriching future, a divinely ordained connection. So be prepared to receive communication if you're this Empress. We do get the Page of Wands upright with the 6 of Ariel reversed. I feel somebody's got a new idea. Somebody's ready to face any challenge when it comes to restoring balance, when it connected to an imbalanced situation. Let's take a look at the new beginning. I want to see where we're going here, because something better is waiting. Well, we're going towards the 6 of Cups. We're going towards a past life connection, a new soulmate. Oh, we're going towards maybe apologizing to somebody that I feel was kept in the dark. Maybe to a Leo. You might be going towards a Leo. Water sign. I think this new beginning begins after an apology. There is a possibility for reconciliation here after a long period of the dark night of the soul. But I do feel somebody's stuck in a situation where nothing is thriving. They don't got a lot of power. They're struggling to find their strength to bring forward an apology, a message. I think somebody's really overly emotional about sending a message to somebody. There's fear, because I do feel somebody here is a very powerful intuitive and already knows. So I think somebody is so afraid to go towards this relationship. It's like a rekindling energy coming through. But I feel somebody might have to face all kinds of challenges before bringing this offer forward. I feel get ready to go head to head with somebody where there's a lack of compromise. And I feel, yeah, somebody's going head to head before they can bring in an offer. And they're going to do whatever it takes, right? They're going to do whatever it takes to break free from somebody that I feel might have only used them for their money. But we do have somebody that wants to bring forward an offer for success. Let's take a look at the 2 of Cups reverse, because there is a situation here where there's been a lack of healing and there is a need to release this. Yeah, I think that this was all about the money, honey. The 10 of Coins reverse. This is about an old mindset. We get the 10 of Swords. The worst is about to happen. There is a situation coming to a very painful ending. It's like, take a bow. It's over. I'm hearing that song from Rihanna, Take a Bow. What do we get in the bottom of the deck? It's just so challenging. An unresolvable challenge here. You are encouraged to withdraw from a dramatic situation if you're in a 2 of Cups reversed. I'll tell you that right now. This is a final ending, but it will lead to a new opportunity for happiness. But you might have to walk away from everything. You might have to leave everything behind in order to go towards somebody that you really want to be with. There's a lot of drama in and around a situation. We got a Queen of Wands reversed, and there is divine justice being served, and the collective is going towards wish fulfillment. So definitely what I channeled, right? There is this energy of bringing dreams into fruition after a tower that Archangel Michael is bringing in. We got Archangel Michael bringing in a tower, bringing in divine justice and bringing in truth for somebody to gain a new perspective so they can embrace this change and break free from procrastination. There's a revelation coming, and we've got a King of Cups that's got a big decision to make. So he's going to be bringing in this offer, I feel, after a major perspective shift. Could be dealing with a Pisces. But there's a decision being made about a false foundation, because somebody's really wished that they maybe would have made a different choice. So this could have been like a situation playing out for the last 4 years. But I feel somebody wants to seek out a new magical life. They're aware of their emotions. They know that they need to release themselves from some type of toxic situation where there is a lack of balance, there's a lack of community, there's a lack of abundance, there's a lack of rewards. And they want to go back to something. So get ready for unexpected communication, because this person has been watching you while playing with all kinds of third-party interference, and they're coming in with a confession. That's what I feel. Let's get you one last message from Spirit for the weekend check-in. You have been pouring yourself into everything and everyone else. What about you? Acknowledge and learn from the past. And that's all we can do, right? We can't go back and we can't change it, but we can acknowledge and we can learn from the past. So what about you? I think somebody's getting ready to tell somebody no so they can go towards some healing hands that they need on them. And that's what I've got for a message. Wow. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, check out that description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.